strategy that you suggested were part of the framework review, I think.
So the framework review really has two tracks, right? The first track is our policy framework that is reflected in the consensus statement. And we've said that we would finish that and announce it by the end of the summer. So well along in that process. We've had the meetings that we need to have, and we're now going to be going into discussions about, specific changes to language. So that's the framework part of it.
Show up, I glow up. Attention. Let's get back to the lesson. Please. Gross, right?
How do we think our communications can be improved? There are a number of ideas people offered a really great conversation. A number of ideas. We're going to in the fall. And I would say when it comes to changing communications, I would only support things really that have, only implement things that have very broad support. And also you want to be really careful because I think our communications are pretty well received. They're not broken. So more is not necessarily better. Better is better. So we have a few ways to do things that will improve the clarity of what we do for the benefit of the public.
Thanks, Chair Powell. Kelly O'Grady, CBS News. You're famously known as the guy that makes decision based on data instead of speculation. You said today the inflation data is in a good place. We don't know how tariffs are going to impact prices going forward. That's uncertain. But I've got to go back to the last time that you cut rates in December, and there was still the what if of tariffs. So what made you feel comfortable cutting then when inflation was higher than where it is today, and you didn't cut today?
The forecast for inflation in December was 2.5% PCE for 2025. The forecast was 2.5%, which is a good inflation forecast. I think what we've learned is that, and this was long before we had any idea of what the actual policies would be. We've learned that tariffs are going to be substantially larger than forecasters generally thought, and our forecasts are generally not particularly different from those of other, well-resourced forecasting operations. So what we learned, and particularly in April, was that very substantially larger tariffs were coming in, that would mean higher inflation. That's what happened. And so now you saw 2.5% forecast in December, you saw 2.8% in March, and you see 3.1% now. So it's 0.6 higher inflation for 2025, and that's a big part of the change, and that's due to the effects of the tariffs that are, we don't know where they're going to land, but it's pretty apparent they're going to land higher than outside forecasters were really guessing at the end of last year.
My follow-up to that, I think consumers, right, were looking for relief on rates when it comes to mortgages, car loans. Small businesses want to take out more manageable loans. When you look at the cumulative inflation over the past 5 years, prices have risen over 20%. It's been a rough road. So what is the tipping point then for the wait and see approach in terms of how much it's going to help versus when it hurts the American consumer?
Well, we're trying to restore price. The best thing we can do for the public that we serve is restore price stability. If we can, and we will, restore price stability, meaning 2% inflation on a durable, sustainable basis, and also maximum employment. If we restore those things, that's the best thing, and that is our goal. The best thing we can do for the American people, for households and businesses, that is the ultimate thing that we can deliver, and they can make their decisions without having to think about inflation all the time. So in the meantime, we have to keep rates high to get inflation all the way down. Let's be honest, I would say policy is modestly or moderately, probably modestly now restrictive. If you look at the economy, it's not performing as though it were performing under very strict monetary policy, very restrictive monetary policy. So I would say probably modestly restrictive. And so what it will take is confidence that inflation is coming down. Now I would say without tariffs, that confidence would be building, because if you see what's happening on housing services, and housing services, which are the other two big pieces other than goods, those are coming down really nicely now. So I think we have to learn a little more about tariffs. I don't know what the right way for us to react will be. I think it's hard to know with any confidence how we should react until we see really the signs of the effects, and then we can start to make a better judgment. So that's what we're doing. I think we can because it's 4.2%. Wages are moving up. Real wages are moving up at a healthy clip now. And inflation is 2.3% headline inflation over a 12-month basis. So it's a good economy, a solid economy with decent growth.
Thank you, Chair Powell. So you're saying that uncertainty has come down, the economy is moving at a solid pace, inflation has come down over the past 3 months, and this is all moving in the right direction. So are you indicating here that Americans should expect some sort of economic pain in the second half of the year?
I'm not saying that at all. From our standpoint, what I can say is that the U.S. economy is in solid shape. Inflation has come down. Unemployment rate remains 4.2%. As I mentioned, real wages are moving up. It's a good job creation is a healthy one. Unemployment, again, as I said, labor force participation in a good place. And what we're waiting for to reduce rates is to understand what will happen with really the tariff inflation. And there's a lot of uncertainty about that. Every forecaster you can name, was a professional, forecaster with adequate resources and forecasts for a living is forecasting a pretty significant. Everyone that I know is forecasting a meaningful increase in inflation in coming months from tariffs because someone has to pay for the tariffs, and it will be someone in that chain that I mentioned between the manufacturer, the exporter, the importer, the retailer. Ultimately, somebody putting it into a good of some kind, or just the consumer buying it. And all through that chain, people will be trying not to be the ones who pick up the cost, but ultimately, the cost of the tariff has to be paid. Some of it will fall on the end consumer. We know that because that's what businesses say. That's what
Look at this steering wheel. Yikes. Man, oh man. That thing is. Hey, what's up, man? Alright, so there ain't no oil on the dipstick. Alright, so here's the deal. It's time to go to work. So who would like to see what's in store for Parker's Mobile Mechanics today? So the first car that we're going to go look at is kind of a confusing one. She says that when she makes a sharp turn and then she tries to correct her wheel straight, she hears like a grinding, popping noise, and her tires go straight, but her steering wheel does not. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain what she's explained to me, so I'm just going to let you listen to her. Oh, it's a dead end. Alright, so here it is. This nice little area. Park right alongside that. So yeah, let's try that. Whoa! Oh, no problem, no problem. I haven't even done anything. I'm just here.
I mean, just diagnosing the problem, but I just love my kids. And my kids call me too. They're all like, Mom, tell me, Mom,
oh, that's awesome. Oh, man. Well, that's incredible, man.
Hey, nice to meet you, Jennifer. So, if you want to get in it and drive it, when you drive here, as you can see, I have a two bottle.
Yeah.
When you back up, it'll make like some clanking noise, but when you're driving, it doesn't.
Okay.
And then, so when you drive out and then you turn out and you go out, my wheel will be like literally like turned halfway.
Oh, wow.
But my tires will be straight, and as you're driving, it'll all of a sudden just jerk, like my wheel would just jerk back straight.
Oh, wow.
Doing, but my wheel is not turning, it just jerks. So I'm like, what just
That's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So I have
well, yeah, that's definitely going to be a driving situation.
I'm like, I'll have people say it's your alignment, but somebody says your CV axle. Took it to Pep Boys, they said it's my driving train, my terrain maintenance system or something like that. And I'm like, oh my god. What is it?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to
well, yeah, for sure. We have one of these things, so I've worked on it inside and out.
That's why I'm like,
Oh no. Well, yeah, we'll give it a quick test drive and see what we come up with. All right, you're welcome. All right, so this is it's more hubby. Call it hubby. Back up in the all right, let's see here. I think so. It's going to be 16 seconds. Oh, yeah, that pop was Hey, there's definitely a situation up here. Oh my goodness. I haven't even started yet. It's already with the heck. That's no, I'm not pushing on anything. It just goes to, and then as soon as I hit the gas, oh wait a second. Oh, I got the wheels up. Wait. Holy cow, dude. Oh my god. You can't turn right it. Oh, I was too focused on the sound. That's definitely got some super loose stuff. Alright. Let's flip this thing around and get her up to speed if we can. Whoa. Whoa, dude. When I hit the brake, it like corrected the steering wheel. Had to get up on the road here. For sure got like tires up front. Like I can feel it pulling me back and forth. And when you hit the brake, it makes the steering wheel go straight. Alright, so you're going to do a CV axle test on this thing.
Yes, let's do the CV axle test. I'm ready.
This is the steering wheel at straight. That's an alignment situation. But now, the CV axle test.
What are we going to do?
So, when we take sharp right turns, our steering wheel's all the way to the right, so it's going to pull that way. Okay, it's definitely got CV axle. And look at the steering wheel's all the way to the right, so it's going to pull that way. Okay, it's definitely got CV axle. And look at the steering wheel. Did you see that? Watch. Alright. Gonna turn. No, let me. You just have a seat back. I'll do the work. Oh, yikes. I got CV axle problems and amongst the other stuff. I'm still undetermined. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so this is all the way sharp to the left, and then this is what should happen in that scenario if everything's cooperating as it should. When I let go of the swim, oh, it straightens back out, and that pitches me right. And now it's time to go see what exactly all this is about. Well, we survived. It's definitely not something on a daily drive. I can tell you that. There's a whole lot that could be the issue. There's this steering shaft that has a U-joint, that could be a problem. Just the gearbox in it could have a problem. The rack and pinion could have an issue. Holy one Kenobi. Alright, it's time to get the jack. Oh boy.
Yeah, and I've never seen a car, never heard anybody say that.
Alright, I'm gonna jack this thing up. Okay, I gotta get some better.
Mazda gives you more. More comfort. More.
Dude, look at that. My goodness. Yes, ma'am. Well, I can feel it. Look, gosh.
What is that?
Dude, well, we're about to get a little bit more in-depth look. Because how it feels is like your ball joint's gone, your tie rod's out. Yeah, that thing is. Holy guacamole. Alright, so the tie rod's probably, it feels like, it can't be broke or else your tire would have ejected already, but tie rod definitely feels shot, and it feels like your ball joint shot. Definitely CV axle had like an oh boy problem, and so now it's time to see. Okay. Man, oh man. That's no, I'm sorry. No, you're chill. You're good. Okay, now. Yeah, there's this CV axle full of grease. Yeah, here we just rubbed my hand. Yeah. Oh no, that red is from the powder from the 4th of July. This actually feels good in the city possession.
I was gonna say, you look kind of cute like that.
It feels good, sound like that.
I want to take a picture of you.
The only thing is the upper body on this is kind of tight. Should have got a lot. Oh, what is that? So that's your lower ball joint. It looks like it's playing peekaboo. So you can see here, well, all those uncounted threads. Someone didn't tighten that down all the way, and it loosened its way over time.
I don't understand a thing you're saying.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's major. Well, so the problem is, it's like you need a repair. So that's beyond. Until we get parts and come back and repair it, do you have plans on driving it? Okay, cool. Awesome.
I mean, unless I really, really have to.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I have to take my mom to the doctor, so I was like, oh God, but I drove really, really slow. I mean, but I.
In the next 2 days, yeah, I'd really not. But
2 days, yeah, no. I was gonna say like I don't have any plans for like the next week or two. My son.
Okay, cool. Well then, okay. So here's the deal. All right. So here's the deal. So I just feel better. Let's just leave it completely alone and let me come back and replace it. I don't want to tighten it down and then have you drive and then it fail and then I shouldn't tighten it down in the position that it's in. But that lower ball joint made your tie rod end pretty messed up as well because it's a lot of work, you know what I mean, for the tie rod end. And then that CV axle had been pulled in and out of its sleeve. You lost all of the grease that is in there. So that one issue caused quite a bit of stuff. But I mean, we can definitely do it. I'll bring some CV axles, and it looks like your brakes and rotors. It sounded like they're trash, but it looked like your brakes and rotors are all right.
Yeah, that's what my husband said when he drove. He's like, babe, it's burning real bad. So when he got home, he checked the brakes and stuff, and he said it's nothing to your brake pad. So, and like I said, it just started doing that. So I don't know if it's because of the issue that's going on is causing that grinding. Like I said, when the wheel jerks back straight, the grinding stops. When the wheel jerks back straight, the grinding stops.
By the way, guys, I have changed the video of the weights. I never saw the weights like this. I told my girlfriend like I'm strong and I going to the gym, but I'm not going. Because I will stop the weight. It's not mine, but this just a picture. I'm just like this. Say like this, like this. One, and like this. Like this. Like this. Give me like. I just feel the focus is realistic. She should feel it like I did. Like this. It's like
Yeah, I go hard and I run up the numbers. Put in the weather, no the summer. Telling you niggas be waiting, I'm coming. Now, I'm just I'm to make range. I wait for balance, make my respect. Make data, yeah. Wait, this it's something about these places I know these
I started Tai Chi at 50. Now I'm 68. And doctors ask me for advice. 3 reasons to stop having. Right out. There's public highway. We don't need your instructions.
Oh, this right here? Yeah, this is state routes.
It's advanced, dude, right there.
GSI survey, we looked at it. So, we need you guys to get.
What are you guys recording? Like, what's going on?
Can you do the story?
Like what? Ransom? Okay, what about? I'm asking. What about the prison? What's going on? Like a documentary? Or?
I don't know you, so I don't feel like I should have to ask you for any reason. I know you're used
If you're a fucking asshole, then we're gonna have issues. What'd you say?
What issue?
Why are you
Legal issues or your personal emotional issues?
I'm asking you.
Legal issues? What is your name and badge number? Since you want to be so cocky. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
You're a correction officer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Northern jurisdiction. South public property.
Okay.
So thank you. You guys have a good day. No. And we're not. I really want to see that. Okay, no respect. So you know what?
Threats too.
Yeah, it's Amendment protected. I get it. Cool now.
Good advice. Good advice in the car. Yeah, 6. You can count.
Okay, you guys blocking the road. You guys are the ones breaking the law. Look at. Let's zoom in on that. Let's get the license plate number too. Get the license.
Uneducated. With your job.
And the threats. She lose your job for that.
Educate yourself, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pay you on Friday just like everybody else can pay you.
Pay me my goddamn money. Every fucking bit of it, dude. Pay me my money now. You don't care what fucking hours up and pay me out.
I don't have the hours sheet. Okay, you get paid tomorrow. I don't have the hours.
I said, tell me that. I don't give a fuck. I got my own money.
I don't have the hours sheet.
Go to your truck, your goddamn line, dude.
I don't have the hours sheet. Dude, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call them, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what you're doing.
I don't have it. I'll check. I need my keys, man. I'm done. You get paid tomorrow just like every Friday. You get paid tomorrow just like every day. You get paid on I need my keys. Alright. Give me my keys. Come get this money, dude. I'm done. Come get your money. Come get your money, dude. Come get it. Come get your money. I'm done.
Money. Pay me my money.
I'm gonna pay you on Friday just like everybody else can pay you.
Pay me my goddamn money. Every day.
If you're looking.
Very nice.
If you're looking for new, if you're looking for news and commentary. If you're looking for news and commentary. Awesome. It's pretty good. You have really strong.
Even skin tone isn't a coincidence. It's better science. New, even intensive skin tone correctors replace skin better science. Engineered with proprietary microbiotechnology built to target no poison, raw, fresh technology. Takes the right approach. A silky, lead-free serum designed to target skin better. You're an older man. Maybe you're in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s. World. You've built a life. Maybe you've raised a family. And maybe you've survived a few heartbreaks too. Then she appears. A younger woman. Vibrant. Full of fire. A little wild. A little mysterious. And somehow she notices you. Not just a polite smile or surface level chatter. No, this is something real. She gives you attention, eye contact, laughter, curiosity. And suddenly, whether you say it out loud or keep it buried inside, you start to feel something awaken, something you haven't felt in years. It's flattering, it's exciting, it's electric. But this, right here, is where most men
There's a very specific shift that happens when an older man becomes drawn to a younger woman. He forgets something vital. He forgets that he is already complete. He forgets the years, the scars, the wisdom, the lessons. They are his power. But in that hit of dopamine, in that rush of feeling seen again, he begins to adjust. He starts softening his edge, shrinking himself to fit inside her world. He trades his throne for her approval. And the moment that happens, the dynamic flips. She stops seeing a man and starts seeing a guy. Just another guy trying to impress, trying to be cool, trying to win her. And just like that, the attraction dies. This video isn't about judgment. It's about clarity. It's about helping you protect something more important than her attention, your masculinity, your dignity, your self-respect. Because this isn't just about dating. These are life strategies. If you've ever felt confused, manipulated, or thrown off course by a younger woman who hasn't lived half the life you have, then this is your wake-up call. Stick around. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where men fall and how you can rise again by doing less, not more. Rule 1, don't try to be her age. You're not her peer. And one of the most common mistakes older men make when dealing with younger women is this. They try to shrink themselves into her world. They talk like her, dress like her, try to keep up with TikTok trends, use Gen Z slang, or pretend they love her favorite YouTube influencer. And sure, it might start with good intentions. You want to connect, relate, build rapport. But what actually happens? You lose the very thing that made you compelling in the first place. The moment you try to act like her equal, you lose your edge. You stop being the grounded, composed, experienced man, and start being just another guy chasing her vibe. And here's the thing. She can feel it. Even if she doesn't say it, she senses it in your energy. Women, especially younger ones, have a sixth sense for when an older man tries to act cool by mirroring her lifestyle. It doesn't just feel off. It feels insecure. Your age is not a disadvantage. It's your edge. You've lived. You've failed. You've risen. You carry a name that only time in the trenches of life can give you. And that's what draws her in. Not your TikTok fluency. Not your Netflix knowledge. Your stillness. Your depth. Your leadership. Want a real example? Imagine this. You're on a date. She says, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this 23-year-old influencer who gives the best advice on relationships. Pretend you know them, even pull out your phone and fake scroll. Or you could and say, that stuff much. I prefer conversations that don't boom. One line. And a mimic. You didn't insult her. You didn't try to play along. You simply stood firm in your frame.
Marshalls.com. We get the deals, you get the good stuff online.
Another trap older men walk into, without even realizing it, is becoming the emo sponge. It starts innocently. She opens up, talks about her toxic ex, her absent father, her mental health struggles, the pressure she feels trying to find herself. And because you're older, wiser, more emotionally available, you listen. You feel for her. You think, maybe she sees sees something in me she can't find in boys her age. But slowly, you stop being a man she's attracted to and become her therapist, her crisis hotline, her emotional punching bag. She dumps her storms on you at midnight, and you pick up every time because you believe you're connecting. You think, if I'm the only one who understands her, she'll choose me. But she won't. Because this isn't romantic bonding, it's emotional outsourcing. You're not her safe place. You're her emotional safety net. You're giving her stability. But instead of feeling attracted to your strength, she starts treating you like her support system. That's not love. That's convenient. Here's the brutal truth. If you mistake emotional caretaking for romantic attraction,